Okay, here we go. We unlocked William Riker, boss DPS. So this is going to greatly help. And okay, he's got the phaser rifle, covering fire. That's fantastic. That's your AoE. Here, he taunts and he creates cover. Incredible. And this one, minor attack down, one enemy, 3 turns, 50% chance. Okay, it looks about average. Okay, Riker is a super rare. He's not a legendary. A super rare is like a purple epic. And let's go ahead and check him out in a couple battles, maybe for 10 minutes or whatever. We went to bed last night at about 1:30 in the morning. And my wife fell asleep really fast because she's been working full time. So very tired. And the Lord kept me up for the next 5 hours straight. So Riker's AoE is what we're looking for to just wreck nerds. And what you do is you put Bones buff. Okay, I clicked the wrong one. That was a little misplay, but you would click the buff that Leonard McCoy does, Bones, and put it on Riker, which I did not do. Please forgive me. And it would make his AoE much stronger. So during the 5 hours that the Lord kept me up, I did a lot of praying. And by the way, you can see Riker's DPS there. So you want to buff him definitely before he does his AoE attack. I did a lot of praying for friends, family, and myself, my wife. A lot of demonic interference going on in the condo late at night. Sorry, doing a couple things at once right now, obviously. Lots of demonic interference at nighttime when my wife is sleeping. So you want to click that buff, put it on. Okay, I clicked the wrong person because I'm just full of excuses, right? The mouse is sensitive. The mouse is sensitive, and it's, oh man, that buff had to go on Riker. But that's what you do. You want to put a buff on Riker with whichever character you have, use his AoE, and just demolish the enemy team. So I'm 0 for 2. You can laugh at my mistakes, learn from them, and just do so much better than me. I asked the Lord for some incredible visions during the 5 hours that I'm awake in bed while Tristan is sleeping. And you're not going to believe it. He gave me 1 or 2 visions, but they were dark and cloudy. And I asked the Lord, what are these? What does it mean? And he clearly told me that you have too much pride. So as you work on humbling yourself more and more, you might be able to ask for a specific vision, or you might be ready to receive a vision from the Lord without getting so prideful about it. So I got some partial visions, and that was an incredible experience. I was being tormented in bed. Demonic noises all over the condo, different sections of the condo, on the roof, on the walls, right by my side, on the right side of my head, everywhere. And I worked on humbling myself the best I could. And I just want to encourage all of you men and women of God to please continue to practice the same. So anyway, Riker is a fantastic addition to my team. And now I've got hopes of, you know, moving up in some of the events that they have. We just got 5 more Riker shards, so I wonder what that's going to do. We might be able to level him up. Let's, okay, we have 6 of 8, so we can't quite take him up. I like this game. It's simple. It's a little cartoonish, but I think some of the characters look really good. Actually, Worf looks fantastic, but I stopped using him. Worf is a tank with melee DPS, and right now we don't need a tank. We just don't. So with these few characters that the game starts you with, your combo is Leonard McCoy's buff on Riker's AoE, and that's how you're going to wreck nerds. And I've messed it up so many times in this video, but that's how you do it. And I'll make another video. There is a event going on right now in the game to get Geordi LaForge, and I'm going to go ahead and make some videos of this event and go after him big time. Now, he's not a legendary. He's only a super rare, which is like a purple epic. But he's electronics, and I want to get him. So while I was up for 5 hours in bed, going through hundreds of experiences with Jesus, literally hundreds, in my heart, in my mind, in the condo, I started to worry that I'm not going to be able to sleep enough. I mean, we got to get up and get my wife to work. And I was, you know, a little worried, but I fell asleep for 3 or 4 hours, and the game's on automatic, but Leonard McCoy put the buff on Riker, and Riker just wiped the team. That is your combo in the beginning of the game right there. The computer actually did it for me properly. The game's on auto. I'll try to take it off whenever I get a chance. Try to press in and pray more. Try to work on humbling yourself like you've never ever done before. Just checking out the text. I guess there was no need to do voice acting here. I feel shame on I'm not sure how much voice actors charge right now for their services. The game's on automatic still, and McCoy put it on Riker. Look at that. He wiped the whole team except for the leader there. Man, Riker's good. He's like the boss of the beginner part of the game. DPS boss. And on the one hand, the computer is doing very good with it on automatic fighting. On the other hand, when you have some very tough fights, which I've already experienced in another part of this game, you have to put it on manual and make sure everything works properly. So, but I do want to I do want to thank the developers. The automatic fighting is basically okay. So I slept for about 3 hours, got my wife to work, and I've been doing okay. It's all grace. It's not how much you sleep. Looks like we're chasing Captain Kirk now, and we are fighting a Romulan commander. Ouch. The game's on automatic. Bones did not put the buff on Riker. You could take it off automatic if you want to do it yourself. And what I found is the mouse is a little bit touchy. I kind of click down by their feet.
I brought shame on
The morale system in this game is very interesting. And I've been testing a lot. Do we need Leonard McCoy healing and buffing, or do I replace him with DPS? And we do better with him. I know in other games you can replace the healer and just put in, you know, like a mega DPS character and do much better. But at least for now, his healing and buffs are very valuable. So I don't know if that'll change when I get a couple legendaries. We could try, you know, a couple more fights and we'll end this video. Maybe one more fight or whatever. We'll see. Right now, I like the game. It's simple, but it's fun. So, at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself something. Is the game fun? And it is. So, going with 3 hours sleep, the Lord helping me with His grace, working on videos today, trying to pray, talking on the phone. Remember, everything is grace, so there will be no boasting in heaven. Ain't that the truth? Very close to Legendary in Hearthstone. Just taking a break as a couple new games are coming out. There's a new game coming out tomorrow. I want to see what price they put on it first. So we're hunting for Captain Kirk to find out what happened to him. You got 3 choices here, so you can come back to this mission 3 times if you want to. And you can do them all. Maybe I will, I'm not sure. Like I said, they have that Geordie LaForge event right now that ends in 6 days. So, been kind of going after him. Experimenting with my team, experimenting with manual fighting.
I brought shame on
If you're asking for visions of the Lord, there he goes. See, Leonard McCoy put it on. He put it on Riker. Watch this. Look at that. That's the buff on Riker. If you're asking for visions, you better be working on humbling yourself. Because those visions puff you up and build up your pride. Anyway, Riker is dominating. He's just dominating. I'm gonna put some resources into him, and I'll show it off in another video, like in a couple days from now. But don't put too much in the super rares, because you'll be unlocking your first legendary sometime in the game. So save up. And in fact, right now we're searching for Captain Kirk. Don't be surprised if we unlock Captain Kirk, you know, in the game soon. Yeah. There we go. Looks like we're okay. Okay, praise God, the game's fun. I can't recommend it yet. I mean, I just started playing. But all I can say is it's fun. It sounds okay.